Today we're planting carrots and I'm going to take you with me. So I looked at my future forecast and I can see that I'm getting several days of rain, which is going to help me out a lot because you want to make sure that your seeds are moist throughout the germination process. And I'm going to show you a tip later that a lot of us use to keep our carrot seeds moist. Okay, so here we are in my carrot patch. And I'm going to do a couple of things. Firstly, you're going to want to remove any big debris that you may have in your carrot bed. So carrots need a very loose, well-drained soil. So you're going to want to, at this point, add your amendment. So if you're going to be adding things like perlite to loosen it up, I'm going to add some coco coir and some perlite just to make sure that my soil is nice and loose. And then I'm going to actually plant the seedlings on coco coir this year and see if that works. So this is the coco coir and it's basically just the husk of the coconut. And this is perlite. It's these little white flecks that you see in the soil. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit of all-purpose fertilizer. And then mix that in. Okay, so let's talk variety. I'm going to try these Kyoto Reds, these Danvers carrots, and then in my experimental bed that I've never planted carrots in before, I'm going to try these multicolored carrots. Okay, so here's the garden bed. I've got the coco coir on top and it's already wet. And I just used the side of my hand and just made little grooves that I'm going to plant in. These are the carrot seeds, and quite literally I'm just going to sprinkle them in the grooves. These are the Hass seeds, and as you can see, they're pelletized, so they're easier to distribute, so that's awesome. I'll even them out in a minute. Something to note, if you do get the pelletized carrot seeds, you really got to be careful with the moisture because they have to get through the little clay in order to germinate. And now I'm just going to lightly kind of compact them. Well, not compact them, but I'm going to cover them up and just make sure that they're making good contact with the soil. Guess whose water hose just broke? Mine. So I'll be using this guy. Lightly water so you don't disturb the carrot seeds. Now the not so secret, cardboard. You put cardboard over top, moisten it, use something to hold it down, and it'll help to keep the moisture inside of your garden bed in order to keep the seeds nice and moist. Trusty log will hold down the cardboard. And now your carrot seeds are planted, so keep an eye on them. They take somewhere between 7 to 12 days. They could take 18 days. Mine say 12 to 18 days. Now, when they sprout, you can choose at that point to thin them, or you can let them go on and then pluck the ones in between and eat them as baby carrots. So there you go, your carrot growing guide. Happy gardening.